Someone secretly dislikes you, even when you never harm them personally. The strange part is, your brain signals might accidentally trigger their insecurities. Most people never notice these hidden psychological patterns, shaping social relationships daily. But after today, you will recognize every uncomfortable reaction around you clearly. You walk confidently, while others constantly search approval before making simple decisions. That difference silently pressures people, confronting fears they carefully avoid acknowledging emotionally. Here's where it gets interesting. Confidence often exposes hidden emotional dependence immediately, and uncomfortable people usually attack whatever reminds them they feel emotionally trapped. Self-trust threatens insecure people. When your choices feel calm, independent people suddenly become strangely defensive around you. They criticize decisions because your freedom highlights their invisible emotional dependence patterns. Most people secretly surrender personal control, just avoiding rejection from surrounding social circles. Your confidence becomes painful evidence that another life was always psychologically possible. You stop explaining everything, and suddenly certain relationships become emotionally uncomfortable overnight. The scary part is, insecure people confuse independence with arrogance or emotional distance. Quiet growth teaches something powerful. Self-respect grows through consistent internal emotional boundaries. People controlling others emotionally hate watching someone finally reclaim personal psychological freedom. Growth creates emotional distance. Some friendships survive comfortably only when both people remain emotionally stuck together constantly. Once your habits improve, old relationships begin feeling strangely tense and emotionally awkward. Your progress unintentionally destroys excuses others repeated for years, protecting personal comfort zones. Instead celebrating transformation, they emotionally retreat because your growth feels personally threatening. You wake earlier, think clearer, and suddenly conversations start feeling emotionally exhausting everywhere. The most painful part is realizing certain people preferred your previous struggling version. Growth changes energy first, long before physical results become visibly obvious around others. And insecure minds quietly resent anyone escaping patterns they still emotionally tolerate daily. Honesty breaks social performances. Many people perform personalities daily, just avoiding judgment from surrounding social environments constantly. They fake laughter, fake agreement, and fake interest, protecting fragile emotional acceptance carefully. Then you arrive speaking honestly, refusing exhausting performances everybody silently participates within. That honesty becomes psychologically disruptive because authenticity exposes hidden emotional masks immediately. You stop pretending conversations matter, and certain people instantly label you difficult afterward. But something strange happens next. Real people start emotionally respecting your honesty deeply. Fake environments punish authenticity because truthful behavior disrupts comfortable emotional illusions surrounding everyone. The moment you stop performing, your genuine connections become surprisingly stronger and healthier. Your peace removes their control. Some people only feel valuable when controlling your emotional attention and availability constantly. When you stop chasing validation, their behavior suddenly becomes confusingly cold and dramatic. They test boundaries, hoping emotional guilt pulls you back into familiar unhealthy patterns. But calm independence psychologically frustrates people, depending heavily upon predictable emotional reactions constantly. This is why emotionally peaceful people often receive strange criticism without obvious reasons. Your happiness silently reminds others healing was possible long before meeting you personally. Instead, confronting emotional pain directly, certain people attack whatever reflects personal responsibility outwardly. And your peaceful mindset becomes uncomfortable evidence that suffering was never completely unavoidable. Your brain was never broken. It simply learned protective social survival behaviors previously. Now you understand why authenticity emotionally threatens insecure people, hiding unresolved personal struggles. This week, notice who supports your growth and who resists your emotional freedom. Because once your mind rewires self-respect, fake relationships rarely survive around you anymore.